Alright, so let's go for 16. 16. Let's use the power rule for the first term on the left, this one here, the power rule. Then, according to the power rule, the 3 comes here at the back. Open the bracket. You've got x plus y. Then it's going to be to the power of 2. You derive what's in the bracket. So it's going to be 1. And then plus the derivative of y prime. Close. That's the first part. We good, right? The second one, it's a power rule again. So we're having 3. Open the parenthesis. You got x minus y, close bracket, to the power of 2. And then you derive what's inside is going to be 1 minus the derivative of y. Together equals 2. The other side, we just, this one is straightforward. So it's going to be 4 x to the power of 3. That's it. And then times by dx, but we don't show it because it doesn't matter. The next one does matter because it's going to be 4 y to the 3 times by the derivative of the base, meaning by y prime. There we go. You understood the derivative here. So now what we need to do is just to solve for y prime, isn't it? Yeah, we just solve for y prime. So the choice is ours. We can multiply into here on the left. Well, let me do so. When you multiply by 1, we are left, we've got 3 into x plus y all squared. Then the next portion is gonna be plus 3 into x plus y all squared times the y prime. There we go. The blue one is going to be plus 3 into x, because I'm multiplying into that one there, and then y all squared. It will stay as it is. Then it's going to be minus 3 into x minus y all squared, and then y the prime, and then equals to, we've got 4 x to the power 3 plus 4 y to the power of 3 times by the y prime. Are we together? All right. So I'm going to put everything that has a prime one side. Whatever does not have a prime, whatever does not contain the derivative goes the other side. So that box and that box and that box, they need to be on one side so that we can pull y prime as a common vector. So meaning the white box needs to be together on one side. Are we good? It's because now I'm going to skip now. Instead, because I've been telling you, I've been doing step by step. Now we're going to move fast. So I'm going to move. The choice is ours. We can move the white box to the left or to the right. Where do you want the white box to be? Okay, to the left. So that means this orange one must jump over. Good. So that means I've got 3 into x plus y all to the power of 2, and then plus 3 into x minus y close to the power of 2 minus the orange guy, which is 4x to the 3, and then equals 2. We good, right? Then the other side, I've got that one, that will be 4y to the 3. Okay, let me do this. I'm putting y prime as a common factor just to show it. That's why I'm going to skip. That means the positive 4y to the 3 will remain. When I take that one, because it was plus, it will be minus. So let me use square brackets rather. The real brackets there. So that means this one now. This one becomes the minus, that coefficient of y prime. So it's minus 3 into, I never opened that one. It's going to be plus y all cubed. There we go. And then this one, the blue one here, is going to be plus that one. So it's going to be plus, only picking up the coefficients, 3 into x minus y, close all squared, and then all to that. So the yellow box must come all over this white stuff on the left hand side. Isn't it right? Then we're done. So I'm just gonna take that box, I'm shifting it for you, placing it to the other side there. Then all we needed to do is to put a division sign. So I might as well even remove the box if you want me to do that. And then that is your derivative. Can you see what I meant? You don't need to simplify the thing. Yeah. But if you want to simplify, that means you'll be foiling this and distribute, foiling that, distribute, foiling that, distribute, foiling that, and distribute. Well, let's just give them, let's just simplify it for them, these guys. Let's show them, you and I, we eat Smarties. That's how we smart. Eh? Those who eat Smarties are smart, ne? Baba ba jang li tombolo ba tom, ne? Akrakit tombol, tombol, tom. It's like a dome, the li tombol. Okay, so y prime equals 2. So, when I square this key x squared, multiply ka 3. It will be 3x squared. The middle term here, key 2xy, so okay, multiply ka 3, it will be 6xy. The last term here is going to be y squared times 3, so it's going to be 3y squared. That portion is done. And then here, again, you're having x squared, and then we times it, cut 3, is going to be 3x squared. And then you got minus 2xy, times it by that's going to be minus 6xy. You got a positive y squared, and then it's going to be plus 3y squared. And then we've got minus 4x to the 3. Remember, this is numerator. Yeah, so let's see if we can fix it while we're still at it. All right, so anything that cancels there. Okay, that one and that one will be added. They make 6, no? Okay, that cancel is this guy and that guy. Nothing else, correct? All right, so I'm just writing that numerator first. So I'm having 6x squared, and I'm gonna go after the y squared plus y squared. So I've got plus 6y squared. So meaning I've taken care of this one. And then what we have, it's minus 4x to the 3. We good, that's numerator. Am I correct? All right, so let's move that one, and then I'll say numerator. So that means you are going to do the same thing here in the denominator. All right, I know it's saying 10 minutes. We're going to do the same thing in the denominator. Let's hope we didn't make any glitches. So I'll be having 4y to the 3. And then that one is going to be minus 3x squared, the first one, and then minus 6xy minus 3y squared, and then plus 3x squared minus 6xy plus 3y squared. Did I do it right? I believe I did. All right, anything that zaps, nothing zaps out, nah. Except these ones and this one. Okay, can you see it's minus 3y, the other one is plus 3y. So we left with minus 6xy, minus 6xy, which is minus 12 of those. Minus 12. So it's going to be minus 12xy. All right, I was just checking, and I'll be like, okay, maybe we've got a common factor. Yeah, we can use a common factor, yeah, 2. Can you see that? Yeah. So once we take 2, the top one, it's reduced. It becomes 3x squared. The other one, it becomes 3y squared. It becomes minus 2x cubed. They won't ask you to simplify, trust me. The bottom one, it becomes 2. I've already cancelled the 2. 2, I would have pulled 2y3 minus 6xy. It will be just that. All right, let's hope we didn't make any mistake. Any mistake? Fix it. It was not me. It was Uratile.